Hello, good afternoon everybody. This is me, Architect JP Espino again, the digital architect for another episode of Buildy TV Pros Talk. So, magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat sa isang maulan na hapon. I hope you are having a good afternoon. And ito na naman ako with, of course, a special guest to join me. We will talk about advantages of hiring a professional sa inyong mga design and construction project. Pero before that, I would like to introduce sa mga bago po sa ating Buildy TV, sa mga bago po sa audience natin today, what is Buildy? Okay, so Buildy is a technology-enabled platform solution providing the best experience and connecting people with a trusted ecosystem of qualified and certified professionals, merchants, and builders. Okay? So, basically, Buildy is a website that you can go to para makahanap kayo ng mga certified and qualified professionals na you want to work on your project. So, this is specifically on design and construction. So architecture and construction. It's a website na it's easier for you to find such professionals, pwedeng architects, engineers, interior designers. You can also find suppliers. This is also good if you are the client. Di ba? Kung ikaw yung gusto magpagawa, ikaw yung may project na gusto niyo yung i-consult sa mga professionals, this is a good place for you to go to. And, of course, that is Buildy. O ano naman ang Pros Talk? Pros Talk is where conversations are lessons. So, every afternoon, 3 p.m. every Saturday, meron kaming FB live session. Usually ako yung host. Until October ako yung host. Let's see if we can, if after that ako pa din. But yeah, it's every 3 p.m. Saturdays kung saan I have a guest na makikipagkwentuhan sa akin about certain issues on design and construction. So, this is where conversations are lessons. Pros Talk is a weekly live Q&A session with professionals where we invite people from different fields of design and construction industry to share their insights about their specific topic of expertise. So, if you've been following Buildy TV, if you've been following Pros Talk, alam nyo na marami na tayong guest dito at marami na tayong topic na dapat usapan. And we would like to thank you all for staying with us and being with us for every Pros Talk session. And yan, tuloy-tuloy po sana kayo to join us in our live sessions every Saturday. Pero, before I introduce our guest and before I introduce our topic, I would also like to ask you guys to please share this video, add hashtag ProsTalk, add hashtag Buildy, and hashtag the digital architect so you can win a few exciting items. Buildy will be giving out t-shirts. So you can win the t-shirts, and of course you can also win my book, Architects Going Digital. For our last week's session, ang ating winner for the t-shirt is Vanessa Jade. Please wait for Will, or maybe mas maganda ikaw na mismo yung kumontak kay Will National of Buildy or Buildy mismo to claim your prize. And also for the book, our winner is Miss Vanessa Agaoy. So, Buildy will be posting your names under this live. So, to confirm na kayo po yung winners. And of course, para manalo po kayo ulit for this week, please share this video, tag 2 of your friends, and add hashtag BuildyTV, hashtag ProsTalk, and hashtag the digital architect. Okay, so, ito na. Magsisimula na tayo ng ating kwentuhan. And of course, para makapagsimula tayo ng kwentuhan, kailangan ko ng kakwentuhan. And our guest for today is Architect Carlo Aboganda. He is an architecture professional with a strong passion and appreciation for details and aesthetics. He has experience in handling residential projects and also renovation work. He's an expert when it comes to site development and urban planning. He's also an expert in commercial and retail projects. He is said to be driven and result-oriented. He focuses more on architectural design, building construction, visual merchandising, architectural contract documents, project estimates, and project management. Maybe some of you know him sa kanyang YouTube channel. It's Carlo Marco. And yun. So after this this Facebook live session, please visit his YouTube channel para marami pa po siya doong topics na dinidiscuss. And there, I would like to welcome sa ating FB Live ngayon, Architect Carlo Aboganda. Good afternoon!
Ayun, good afternoon everyone, and for those watching Pros Talk tonight, this afternoon kasi makulimlim sa labas kaya naisip ko tonight. Ayun, umuulan din ba dyan sa area nyo? Medyo masarap matulog ngayon kasi siesta hour. Pero thank you so much for those people who attended the live session. And for those who will watch this on the reruns later. So, ayun. So, welcome everyone.
Ayun, Architect Carlo, our topic for today is advantages of acquiring professional services to housing and construction. Medyo mahaba yung ating topic, pero simple lang.
Oo nga.
Advantages of getting a professional to do your projects, diba? Bago natin himayin ng todo yan, no? Can you also invite them muna sa iyong YouTube channel?
Yeah, sige. If you are watching this right now, you can check out my YouTube channel later. That's youtube.com/Carlo Marco. That's Carlo with a K. And actually, marami pa akong topics doon na pinag-uusapan din about architecture and other topics related to building and construction and design.
Ayun, dahil nakapag-invite ka na, eto na, dumiretso na tayo. Advantages of getting an architect or an engineer or a professional, simply professional, in doing your projects. Pero of course, specifically, dahil we're both architects, masasabihin na natin is advantages of getting an architect.
Yeah. Yes.
So, bakit ba it should be a topic that we should discuss? Bakit ba hindi lahat ng Pilipino first top of mind nila is kapag may papagawa silang project is dapat maghanap muna ng architect. Ano sa tingin mo yung rason kung bakit gano'n?
Ayun. Pero first, Architect JP, baka pwede nating i-mention muna ano nga ba yung professional na tinutukoy natin. Now, for our definition of professionals, these are the people who studied and graduated and took the board exam license or merong authority to practice either architecture or engineering and construction. So, ito yung mga tinutukoy namin na professionals to be very frank with you, no? So, ano yung advantages of getting these professionals? Kasi wala naman kaming sinasabi na iba. Pero ano nga ba yung talagang pros and cons of getting professional service? So akin dyan, Architect JP, isa sa mga pros natin is, of course, we are very experienced when it comes to this line of work. So marami dyan kasi na natuto na lang along the way. Pero tayo yung tipong pinag-aralan natin ng pawis at dugo, pinagpuyatan natin yung mga plates natin, yung board exam, just go. So, ayun, that's one big difference between getting a professional and a non-professional.
Mm-hmm. Siguro to add, no, tama yun, kami yung knowledgeable on this topic. You could say the expert on this topic, meaning designing and constructing your house or kahit na anong habitable structure, no, di ba? Architects talaga yung knowledgeable dito. Pero we also have to mention na kami lang po talaga yung allowed. We are the only one allowed by law to do this. So, arkitekto lang po talaga ang pwedeng mag-design ng mga bahay nyo, ng mga building nyo. You always should start with hiring an architect. Yun. So, to add din sa sinabi ni Architect Carlo kanina, yung dinefine niya what is the, ano yung professionals, no? We are the people who studied graduated, took the board exam, and passed the board exam. Meaning, kami po yung license. Kaya nga sinasabi, we are the only lawful people to do it for you. Yes, Architect Carlo.
Ayun, so tama ka doon, Architect JP. So again, tayo nga yung license and tayo yung may authority to actually practice this profession. Kasi yung iba din, akala porket matagal na rin dun sa business na yon ay ano na sila, license or yun ay iba, tingin ng ibang tao. And this goes especially for those in the provinces. Kasi dito sa Metro Manila, pina-follow naman actually yung standard of getting an architect, getting the engineers who are assigned to do the engineering works. So more on the provinces, dito tayo nagkakaroon ng medyo misunderstandings regarding professionals. Lalo na akala nila kasi pag professional, mahal. Tama ba, Architect JP?
Yes, yun yung pinagkakwentuhan namin kanina off-air, no? Kasi merong connotation yung mga tao na architecture is only for the elite, yung mga may pera lang. Which is not true at all. Kasi unang-una, we are mandated by law that whatever construction that you have to do should be done by an architect. That's one. And then secondly, hindi naman po kami mahal. Sa totoo lang, makakatulong kami para maging mas mura po yung gastos nyo with the construction itself, the whole process, and especially makakatulong kami kung na-design ng maayos ang iyong bahay ng mga professionals, ng arkitekto, all throughout na nakatira ka sa bahay mo na yun, ay makakatulong kami para din po mapatipid yung inyong gastos sa inyong utility.
Yes.
Diba, no, Architect Carlo?
That's correct, Architect JP. So, hindi lang actually kami nagdo-drawing ha. For those people na ang initial impression nila sa architects ay nagdo-drawing lang. Naku po, marami pong nagtatanong sa akin yan. Akala nila nagdo-drawing lang tayo. Pero to be honest, hindi po kami basta nagdo-drawing lang. You try to get an architect and you will see and you will know what we are meaning about. So, ayun, mag-gets nyo kung bakit kami hindi lang basta drawing lang.
Yun, hindi po ito drawing lang. I also do get a lot of that, no? May mga nag-inquire na, kumare, you give this. Actually, yung tanong pa lang na, magkano po magpa-drawing? Alam mo, somehow, I get offended by that. Kasi people think na it's drawing lang eh. So, nilinaw po namin and hopefully you get to share this with a lot of people. Whatever architects are doing is not just drawing. Isa pang sobrang mali na napapansin ko na because of the advent na rin of digital content, because marami ka nang makikitang mga floor plans, designs on Pinterest, on Facebook, on social media, ang nagiging nasa isip na ng mga tao is, ibibigay nila sa'yo yung floor plan na nakita nila sa internet, tapos sasabihin nila, magkano po pagawa nito, pa-drawing nito? Can you give, bakit mali yun? And saan nagkakamali at ano yung maitatama natin sa pag-iisip ng mga tao about it? What can you say about that? Yung
yes,
pinigay na sa'yo yung plano, tapos akala nila drawing mo lang.
Oo, tama ka dyan, Architect JP. Actually, nangyari na rin sa akin yan. Yung ito na yung drawing, ito na yung susunod. Kinuha lang din niya from an online reference or maybe a magazine. Tapos sinabi niya sa akin, ito na yung design. Sabi ko, hindi pa yan ang design. Sabi ko, kasi hindi naman porket nakita niya siya sa Pinterest, sa Instagram, ay pwede na namin ipasa yan for building permit. Tama ba? So ang akala nila, hindi pa, ang ginagawa natin is just copying or redrawing everything. Pero actually, we cannot do that. Una-una, as designers and as artistic people, no, we are not kumbaga hindi namin kayang gumaya ng design ng iba. Maybe what we can do is just get inspired by the ones you send us. Yun lang ginagamit namin as reference or as as inspiration dun sa gusto mong mangyari for your house. And ito nga akala ng iba, lahat ng properties or lahat ng lots nyo pare-pareho na itong bahay na ito ay pwede dito, itong bahay na ito ay pwede dito. Akala niya pwedeng ilipat-lipat na parang Lego. Well, actually, that's not the point. Whenever you send us an inspiration or your aspiration or your perspective, your ideal design, we still have to recreate it. We still have to redo it according to the lot, according to the standards of the state or the province, and according to your preferences. It cannot be copied.
And according to
apple to apple, yes. So, yun. So, marami pa actually nangyayari. And again, pag nagbigay kayo ng design sa amin, hindi pa yan pwedeng Oh, engineer, ito pakagawa naman ng structural design ito. Hindi pa pwedeng ganun.
No.
So, meron pang process na gagawin dyan. So, kahit magbigay kayo sa amin ng gusto nyong design, we still have to redo everything from scratch. At least may reference lang kami. Meron
Yeah,
lang kami
it's really not just, it's really not just redo. Kasi, most often, we have to scratch it out. Yung buong plano, kumbaga kung ano yung pinakita nyo po sa amin, yes, titingnan namin yun, papakinggan namin yung mga gusto nyo, papakinggan namin yung mga suggestions nyo. Pero ito po ang kailangan namin linawin, ha? Yung design po ng arkitekto, yung dapat masunod. Meaning, dahil yung nakuha nyo na plano somewhere, hindi natin pwedeng bastang itapal dun sa lote nyo and then okay na kayo. It's never going to be okay. Kasi that design is just designed that doesn't have you in mind. Diba? When we talk to our clients, when we talk to the homeowners, yung mga magpapagawa, we always design it specifically for you.
Yes.
That's how it should be, and that's how it will always be if you talk to an architect. So, with regards to that, iisipin namin lahat yung lifestyle nyo, yung ilang kayo sa bahay, gaano kalaki yung lote nyo, nasaan yung kapitbahay nyo maingay, o nasaan yung kapitbahay nyo na ayaw nyo makita,
yes.
Or nasaan yung araw, or kung nagpapatuyo ba kayo ng damit sa hapon, nagsasampay ba kayo, all of those things, we take into consideration. So, hindi talaga posible na kukuha ka ng floor plan, tapos itatapa lang namin sa lote nyo. It should not be like that. So, Architect Carlo, now na pinagka-ulit-ulit na natin, na hindi dapat ganon, na hindi dapat kukopi lang tayo sa internet. Ano ba yung mga first questions na tatanungin natin sa mga homeowners para malaman natin kung paano natin susolusyonan yung paggawa natin na design para sa kanila. Kasi lagi sinasabi is for you. It's specifically for you. So ano yung mga kailangan nating malaman para makapag-design tayo ng tama na para sa kanila?
Ayun. So, Architect JP, medyo na-mention mo na rin kanina, pahapyaw yung mga tinatanong natin sa mga clients actually, no? Ayun nga, tama ka. Our designs cannot be yung kinukuha lang namin sa internet. So, lahat yan customized specifically for the requirements and the preferences of our clients. So, isa sa mga tinatanong namin usually is, ilan ang titira sa bahay? Will it be a permanent house or will it be a rest house? Will it be something for rent or for business like that? So, isa yun sa mga tinatanong namin, ilan yung capacity ng bahay. And then another thing is, ilan yung rooms or ano-ano yung mga kwarto na kailangan mo dun sa house mo. Again, we're just talking about bahay muna kasi this is the basic structure we can talk about. Siyempre, iba naman kapag business-related naman to, kung restaurant ito or isang bar or isang cafe. So, iba naman yun. Pero for now, we'll be talking about the house muna kasi yun naman yung basic structure talaga natin. So, yun, ano-ano yung mga rooms na kailangan mo, ilang floors ang kaya mong akyatin. Kasi, for example, kung ang titira sa bahay ay medyo may edad na at medyo hirap na yung tuhod na makaakyat sa matarik na hagdan, hindi na natin sila bibigyan ng second floor. And again, the architect can solve that problem for you. So yun, isa yun sa mga questions or na tinatanong natin sa mga clients. Another thing is, tama ka, yung kanina, kung mayroon ka bang kapitbahay na maingay. So yun, pwede nating harangan ng firewall yun or ng saraduhan natin yung bintana. I mean, this can be funny for you guys, pero that's one of the things that we consider. Kaya talagang yung service ng architect.
It's true, it's happening. Meron akong ganyang project.
Correct. And it's very important kasi peace of mind kaya ka nagbabahay actually for peace of mind and stability. Tama ba? Diba? Hindi ka naman nagbabahay para magulo yung buhay mo, diba? Hindi ka naman nagpapagawa ng bahay para magulo yung buhay mo. So yun yung purpose mo talaga, para meron kang rest. Meron kang bahay na pwede mong pahingahan, for relaxation, diba? For your family to be together, for bonding experience. Lahat ng yan kino-consider ng architect. And again, hindi lang yun kasi tinatanong din namin minsan, anong oras ka umuwi sa bahay? So medyo yung minsan yung questions natin, Architect JP, medyo may pagka-personal. Pero this is very important again kasi we have to put the placements of the lighting or the gate or the car garage kung saan natin ilalagay, importante lahat yan. Oh, isa pa yan sa mga questions. Also dun sa mga spaces, kung if your wife or you are a heavy cooker or madalas ka sa kusina, syempre, yung kitchen dapat spacious or enough yung space na kailangan.
Or you'd like to entertain, kung mahilig kang may bisita, di ba?
Yes. So, alam mo, for you guys, for the clients, these are simple tasks na ginagawa nila every day. Pero for us, this is important to make you feel comfortable sa bahay na i-design namin for you guys.
Yes. Also, bear in mind, no, yung kung ipapagawa niyong bahay is usually pinag-ipunan at inutang nyo for a very long time. So, it is always a good investment na ipagawa nyo yung design ng bahay nyo. Design, not just yung itsura, ha? Design is how it's laid out, how it works. I always say how it works Kasi it's how you will live dun sa bahay nyo. Dahil ito ay gagastusan mo ng malaki, babayaran mo ng pagkatagal-tagal, usually because if it's alone, sabihin na natin at least 15 years or 10 years, 20 years, di ba? So, gusto nyo gumising araw-araw na paggising nyo alam nyo nagawa ng tama itong bahay ko dahil kinonsider itong mga to. So also, please don't get offended if we ask you personal questions. Nagbibigay naman kami ng pasintabi. Because the more personal the questions are, then meaning, the more personal it will be for you. So, mas maganda ngayon, pag mas personal tanong namin, ibig sabihin, mas inaalam namin yung mga gusto nyo. Before I continue with my question, no, mag-hi lang ako sa ating mga viewers. Hi to Joanne Nolasco Gonzalez. JMM Mabanglo, Joel Herrera, sabi niya, good afternoon, Architect Carlo at Architect Reiki. Saji Lumido, Enshong Go, Architect Dilitz, ito, din to, lagi rin siya sa ating Goldie GP, present niya parate. And Miss Sharaine Cortez, good afternoon, everybody. Yun. So, nabanggit na natin na ano yung mga tinatanong natin, mga kino-consider natin. So more or less, meron na silang idea ano yung difference ng ma-design yung bahay mo ng isang professional, ng isang arkitekto, di ba? Ito, classic question and maybe a little bit controversial, no? Kanino ba sila dapat lumapit? Sa architect, sa engineer, or sa contractor? Kasi ito yung pinagtatalunan in a way ng mga tao, di ba? Of course, medyo may bias because we're both architects. Pero it's also very important for us to share the reasons behind it. Why do we always try to promote or maybe advise people to look for an architect? Yes, Architect Carlo.
Yeah.
Sino ba sila? O kanino sila dapat lumapit?
Napakaganda ng tanong mo, Architect JP. Sino nga ba ang una mong dapat lapitan kung gusto mo magpagawa or magpa-design ng bahay? So again, kahit sa anyo i-check ito, and although yes, this is controversial for some, pero there is a legal process with this, no? The first step would always be to get an architect. Why? Because the architectural drawings or the architectural plans is the first and only basis of the engineering drawings. So talagang kami yung unang step na kailangan yung puntahan pag magpapagawa na kayo ng bahay or magpapadesign pa lang kayo ng bahay. So kami talaga yung first step. And then susunod na dyan yung ating mga allied services. Allied services, this includes the engineers. So ito yung civil engineer for the structural engineer, electrical engineer for the electrical engineering plans, and yung ating mga mechanical engineers if ever mayroong mechanical system sa loob ng bahay, and yung mga ating mga master plumbers or sanitary engineers natin for the plumbing. So yan yung sunod-sunod na steps na kailangan natin pagdaanan. Pero yun nga, first step talaga dyan palagi is the architectural plans, which is actually done by the architect. Kaya tinawag na architectural plans yan eh. Kasi architect ang gagawa. Akala pa ng iba, merong pinagkaiba ang architect and engineer. Sabi ko, kung wala kaming pinagkaiba, edi sana pareho ang tawag sa amin. Tama ba, Architect JP?
Yeah.
Kasi akala nila, pareho tayo eh. Pero
kaya kami magkaiba. Let's go back to basic, di ba? One is called architect, the other one is called engineer. So, dun pa lang may pagkakaiba na. What else? Magkaiba rin po ang pinag-aralan pinag-aaralan namin. Magkaiba rin po ang expertise namin. So this is one thing that people should know na an architect is very different from an engineer. But we always work together.
Yes.
We always work together. That's how it should be.
Yes.
Ang sinasabi lang po namin, the process is, you start with an architect. Bakit nga ba they have to start with an architect? Linawin natin to of course, in a full construction, di ba? Full construction drawings, nabanggit na ni Architect Carlo kanina, may structural, electrical, sanitary, mechanical, fireproof, depende kung ano yung kailangan mo, di ba? So marami. Sa isang architect, meron pang at least 3 engineer na kasama, di ba? So, bakit nagsisimula sa Architect Carlo? Kasi lahat po ng design nila, the structural, the engineering, the sanitary, will be based on the architectural plan. Diba po? Yun. Architect Carlo, sa tingin mo, bakit sila naguguluhan? Can you define ano yung difference ng architectural plan sa engineering plans?
Ayun. So, architectural plan is actually the base plan or the mismong, it's the exact model of what the house layout will be. Including na dito yung floor plan, yung elevations, which is yung view na nakikita nyo sa harapan, yung interior elevations, and the rest goes on, no? So, yun yung architectural plans na sinasabi namin. Lahat ng ito, ginagamit na basis ng mga succeeding engineers na susunod sa amin, which is the allied services nga, mga kakampi natin sa trabaho, no? Sila naman ang maglalagay ng mga poste, ng mga biga, ng mga tubo, ng mga wiring, sila naman ang maglalagay noon. Pero magdebase sila dun sa drawing natin initially. Kasi kung wari, kumuha tayo ng plumbing engineer muna for as a first step, wala naman siyang pagbabasihan kung nasan yung banyo or nasan yung kitchen. Tama ba? So, kailangan muna talaga yung architectural plans. Yun nga, sa architectural plans, nakalagay lahat ng rooms, lahat ng spaces, kung gaano kataas yung bahay, anong itsura ng massing ng bahay, dun yung lahat yan nakalagay sa architectural plans.
Ayun. So, ayan, na-discuss ulit Okay, ito pang isang tanong. Another controversial question. Sasabi na natin, for every planning, for every construction, it starts with the architectural plan. So, by the root word itself, it should be done by an architect. Diba? Somehow, sobrang basic na sobrang basic. In a way, for us, it's very common sense. Diba? Pang grade 1 na siya. Pero, i-define ulit natin, bakit arkitekto lang ang pwedeng gumawa ng architectural plan? Ano yung difference ng alam ng arkitekto sa alam ng engineer? Kasi, I don't want to be, this is not to be combative. Pero we just want to define the difference, no? Kapag si engineer yung gumawa ng architectural plan, pwede ba yun? Pwede bang kasi ang kilala ng mami ko si engineer contractor siya. So, ang sasabihin ni client, kaya sa kanya ako nagpagawa. Tapos sabi ni engineer, siya nagagawa ng architectural plan ko. Kasi may mga ganitong storya, di ba? So, ano yung difference kapag si engineer ang gumawa ng architectural plan and the difference kapag arkitekto talaga yung gumawa ng architectural plan?
Ayun, tulad nga ng sabi natin kanina, Architect JP, no, iba talaga yung architect sa engineer, no. One of the reasons why architect ang dapat gumawa ng architectural plans, yung una, kailangan natin bumalik sa school nito, no. One of our topics or subjects in school is human proportions, human ergonomics, 'di ba? How to the flow of spaces inside the rooms, 'di ba? The hierarchy of spaces. So lahat 'yan actually natatakal lang sa architecture school. So, yun yung malaking difference Maybe hindi nyo napapansin pero minsan try nyo umakyat sa isang overpass na hindi well designed by an architect. Mahihirapan kayong umakyat kasi hindi sukat into human proportions yung akyatan ng steps.
Yung mismong steps, diba?
Oo, yung mismong steps. That's one basic example, no? So, hindi lang yun ang kaya namin i-provide sa inyo, pati yung kung paano kayo gagalaw sa loob, lahat yun pinag-aralan namin. And not to mention, yung colors, yung design, diba? Yung visuals, yung aesthetics, lahat yan kasama sa architect services. So, yun yung mga advantage na pwede namin ibigay sa inyo na kapag kumuha kayo talaga ng architect to design your house.
Yun. So, tama si Architect Carlo, only architects are taught of these specific factors that we consider in everyday time. Meron kaming theories of architecture, history of architecture, lahat po ng klaseng engineering, dinaanan din namin. Meaning, of course, sila yung expert doon. We always say sila expert doon. Pero dinaanan din namin yan. We have building utilities. Kaya pinag-aralan namin yung structural, pinag-aralan namin yung electrical, and also pati yung mga tubo ng inyong mga banyo. Lahat po yan, alam din ng arkitekto. Pero what's very different is kami lang po yung merong theories, kami lang yung merong history, and even yung mga building laws, although tinuro rin sa kanila yan, I'm sure, pero sa amin yung extensively na tinuro. Kasi nga, we are the first who do the design. So, dapat yung simula pa lang nung pagpaplano mo, nakatama na sa mga laws na ito. What a basic law na lagi namin consider at kailangan i-consider will be the building code, fire code, at kung ano-ano pang ibang code. Lahat po yan pinag-aralan ng arkitekto at dapat ito ay nako-consider sa simula ng planning. Yes. Okay. So, given, sinabi na natin, tayo yung may expertise on the planning. Okay. So, balik tayo. Kapag ano naman yung difference ng hiring a professional? Let's go back to the topic, no? Hiring a professional compared to ito, medyo nangyayari rin ito sa totoong buhay. And sana naman, we also need to educate the public yung difference of hiring a professional, meaning hiring an architect or engineer. Ito ulitin natin, ang proseso is hire an architect first, and then si architect, usually, ang aming mga package, ang aming mga binibigay sa inyong kontrata, kasama na po dyan yung engineering. Usually, pero minsan hindi din. Diba? It can also be design lang, pero it can also be design and construction. So, magkakaiba yan. Pero isa lang ang very, very clear. It should always start with an architect. Diba? Paano naman, sir? Dahil nga iniisip nila, akala nila mahal mag-hire ng arkitekto. What if, pailalim? When I say pailalim, because it's illegal. It's actually illegal na hindi kayo dumaan sa professional, 'di ba? Dapat talaga merong arkitekto, merong engineer nag-design ng plano nyo because it's a requirement. Okay. Pero of course, may mga Pilipino na paraan, 'di ba? Dumiskarte, hindi dumaan sa arkitekto. Ang kinausap nila is si foreman, si whoever. Ano yung difference nito compared to hiring the professional?
Ayun. So, Architect JP, thank you for that question. No? Na-mention mo na kanina yung building code, no? Yung National Building Code. Ang hindi alam ng lahat ay meron tayong sinusunod na National Building Code. Ito yung batas na sinusunod namin mga arkitekto at ng mga engineers natin para on standard yung bahay na gagawin para sa inyo. So, one thing na disadvantage kapag hindi kayo kumuha ng professional is, I doubt kung susunod sila sa National Building Code. Kasi nga, hindi naman ito thoroughly na pag-aralan or naidetalye sa kanila. Unlike sa amin na katakot-takot na review pa yan sa board exam, naalala ko pa yun eh. So talagang isa yan sa mga, isa pa natin yung mga batas. Tama ba, Architect JP?
And so, we actually use it.
Yes, we actually apply it.
We practice it, hindi lang siya para sa board exam. Ina-apply siya sa bawat design.
Ina-apply siya kasi bakit? Every time magpapagawa kayo ng bahay, there is this process of applying for building permits. And dun sa process ng applying for building permits, chine-check yan ng mga city officers natin kung according to standards ba yung bahay na ipagagawa mo. Ngayon, ang disadvantage yan, kapag hindi yan according to standards, sabihin na natin in a calamity or if ever magkaroon ng damage yan along the way or habang nakatira ka na dyan, nagkaroon ng hindi magandang defect, yan ay dahil siguro sa hindi sila sumunod sa standards or sa National Building Code. So yun yung disadvantage talaga nun. Although we have high respects for our foremans, for our leadmans, for our carpenters, lahat yan kaibigan natin. Pero ang maganda pa rin gawin ng ating mga kliyente.
Yes, we work with them also.
Yes, dumiretso pa rin sila sa mga professionals muna. And huwag kayong matakot. Again, huwag kayong matakot. Ang mga billing namin or ang mga charging namin, meron yung options. So, hindi kami parang nagbebenta lang ng Lego sa tindahan.
May installment plan po kami.
Yes, may installment plan din kami. Actually, depende. Alam nyo, pag kumausap kayo ng architect, may interview process yan eh. So, para makampante din kayo. So, hindi naman kayo i-charge agad just for talking to an architect. So, huwag kayong matakot. Lumapit lang kayo and meron kami mga options for you and meron kami mga packages for you kung ano yung comfortable sa inyo at sa budget nyo. So, ayun. Huwag kayong matakot. Kasi hindi porket may titulo kami or may license kami, isa na yun para sa makaka-intimidate sa inyo. Actually, no. Kumuha kami ng license for you guys para meron kami ibigay sa inyo na maganda at maayos na serbisyo.
At isa po yan sa sinumpaan namin, no, bilang mga professionals, bilang mga arkitekto. We are here to serve. Yun eh. We are here to serve you, to help you. It's not to earn. By product na lang po yung kumikita kami. Of course naman, kailangan nyo kaming bayaran. Hindi po pwedeng libre dahil it's our business, di ba, basically. Pero our main purpose is to help you create solutions para sa inyong mga bahay, para sa inyong mga structure, di ba? So yun po talaga yung unang-una na kino-consider namin. Nabanggit na ni Architect Carlo, no? Meron kaming mga packages, may mga installment packages. Isa po sa kailangan namin linawin because a lot of people think na mas makakamura sila if they don't hire a professional. Ito po ang mga senaryo lang kung hindi po kayo kumuha kayo ng arkitekto, first, matutulungan namin kayo automatically to get the right other professionals, meaning structural engineer, electrical engineer, and usually, because we are a team na, diba, kasama na sila sa team namin, mas mura rin sila mag-charge. Diba? Dahil, kumbaga, by bulk, yung kuha namin ng services nila, tuloy-tuloy yun eh. So, meron na kaming discount card sa kanila, kumbaga. Okay, that's one na pwede kayong makatipid. Secondly, dahil kumuha po kayo ng professionals, all the plans, the materials, even the scheduling ng project nyo is all planned out correctly. So, kapag nagawa po yun ng tama, makakamura din kayo. Next, isa pang makakamura kayo is because usually, as professionals, we also have discount na in-extend sa amin ng mga suppliers. So even yung mga supplier nyo, kailangan na bumili ng CHB ng semento, if we help you, connect you to the right suppliers, then makakamura rin kayo. And then, ano pa? Diba? Babalik ulit tayo sa utilities. Even yung Meralco nyo, yung kuryente nyo, yung tubig nyo, makakamura kayo kapag kumuha kayo ng mga arkitekto. Yun yung possible na ikamura nyo. So what happens naman if hindi kayo dumaan ng arkitekto, hindi kayo dumaan ng professionals? Sometimes, of course, marami rin mga foreman na, marami rin mga, sanay na sa construction na maalam na, marunong na dito. Pero, sometimes, kung makakakuha naman kayo ng hindi rin ganun ka-skilled or hindi rin ganun ka-experiencado, then, minsan, yung mali lang na specification or yung mali lang na materials na ilalagay o even yung mali lang na proseso ng paggawa ng construction, it adds up to your construction cost. At ano po yung mas mahal na gastos? Of course, yung construction cost. Mura lang po ang ibabayad nyo sa consultants, which is the professionals, compared dun sa construction cost. Minsan, tinipid nyo, let's say, yung pangbayad nyo sa architect, pero dahil yung kinuha nyong tao, hindi naman experienceado on the construction, and then talagang dumiretso lang kayong sino lang yung kilala nyo, tapos tumirada kayo ng kayo lang, it balloons up your construction cost to at least 500,000, even 2 millions, di ba? So, yun po, sana malinawan tayo na pag kumuha kayo ng professionals, it's actually a very good investment para mas makatipid kayo. So, Architect Carlo, magbabasa lang ako ng mga comments. And for those who are watching us, no? Yes, for those who are watching us, please send in your comments, your questions para makasali po kayo sa ating kwentuhan. From Architect D. Lids, sabi niya, limitations of privacy zones hanggang saan yung bisita pag kilala ka at pag di masyado kilala. So, isa yun, sinabi niya. Tapos ito pa sabi niya, technically, a layman or most of our clients will not understand a layout or plans. They would go for the look. They would go for the look. Kaya, mas after sila sa perspective, most of the time, for those who have their dream house, will browse sa internet lang and pick up upon what attracts them. So, hindi ko nababasahin yung buo. Pero ang pinapoint out na lang is, common connotation, common mindset ng mga tao is, they will always, kumbaga nga, attracted lang sila doon sa itsura. And they don't care kung paano yung layout. And kadalasan, for those who are not architects, including engineers ito rin kasi yung nasa utak ng mga tao. Now, what architects do is only for the look. Yung aesthetics lang. So, can you also define bakit napakamaling pag-iisip nito? Napakamaling akala nito na ang ginagawa ng architects is only aesthetics.
Ayun. So, hindi lang kami basta aesthetics. Although we have that in mind. Kasi alam namin na yun naman ang concern nyo bilang client. Although, like ako, by experience, every time I draw a wall, iniisip ko kagad paano igagawin yung wall na ito. Pag nilagyan ko ba ng molding yan or ng design, gaano kahirap or gaano katagal gagawin ng mga trabahador ito. Baka naman tumagal yung proseso ng paggawa nito at lalo mapamahal si kliyente. So isa yan sa mga kinoconsider natin. Kaya tama ka, Architect JP, no? Minsan mas makakamura ka pa talaga kapag kumuha ka ng professional na architect or na designer. So yan yung advantage nyo talaga. So hindi lang kami nag-iisip just for the design. Iniisip namin paano yan itatayo. Paano yan kapag ka nasa loob ka na, pag ginagamit mo na yung bahay. So, iniisip din namin yan, yung mga experiences na makukuha nyo dun sa bahay. So, hindi lang talaga yan basta nag-drawing lang kami. So, marami pa kaming iniisip for you guys to be comfortable dun sa ginawa namin at para hindi rin kayo mahirapan. So, ang hindi nyo napapansin kapag kumuha kayo ng professional o ng mga architects, no? It is for the long term.
Yeah.
So, hindi lang yan para makagawa ka ng bahay. Yes, may bahay ka nga, pero pagpasok mo sa pinto, mauntog ka naman sa header ng pinto. Or pagbukas mo ng pinto, tumama naman doon sa katabing kwarto. Diba? May mga ganun pa kami kino-consider for you. So, hindi lang kami talaga basta nagdo-drawing. So, yan yung gusto kong mawala talaga sa mga layman or doon sa mga people na hindi talaga aware sa architectural services. It's one thing that we consider. Hindi lang kami puro design, hindi lang kami puro drawing. We also think about the materials we will be using, how long this will take to be constructed, gaano ka-arte or gaano ka-simple yung design para makatipid or mas mapabilis yung construction natin para mas comfortable sa inyo.
Ayun. So, to add, no, yes, sinasabi natin, when it comes to aesthetics, architects, kasama to sa expertise namin. Marunong kami mag-design ng structure in such a way na magiging maganda rin siya sa patingin natin. But, it's not, we should also consider na hindi po yung ganda lang ang dapat na tinitingnan. The good architects are those who do design solutions sa plano, sa layout. Kasi people na layman na hindi nila pinag-aralan kung paano magplano, 'di ba? When they look at a plan, nakikita lang nila is rooms, pinto, window. Yun lang usually, 'di ba? Pero ang arkitekto po, nakikita rin namin kung mali yung pwesto ng window, mali yung pwesto ng pinto, mali yung pwesto ng ganto. Kasi kino-consider namin lahat yan. Alam niyo po, usually kasi kapag nagbibigay yung mga clients ng mga inspiration, layouts nila, ang mga nakita nila sa internet, kita agad namin pag hindi arkitekto yung gumawa. Sa totoo lang, kita agad namin pag hindi arkitekto yung gumawa, di ba? Kasi, even yung, saan mo ilalagay yung kama mo, saan mo ilalagay yung sofa mo, saan mo ilalagay yung TV mo, nag-aaralan po yun ng mga arkitekto. So, alam din namin kapag pag itong kwarto na to, nilagyan na ng kama, hindi mo alam saan mo ilalagay yung kama. Hindi mo alam saan mo ilalagay yung cabinet. Diba? So, kaya yun po, mas importante sa amin yung pagkakaplano. Mas importante sa amin yun. But, dahil din kasama sa pinag-aralan namin, yung aesthetics, yung ganda na magiging isura, it goes hand in hand. Magkasama sila. Yun, isa yan sa mga lagi namin try to explain to the clients, no?
Yes,
Kasi nga,
correct.
meron na silang idea. Minsan, nagbibigay na sila ng mga pegs nila, ng mga inspiration nila, and all that. Pero, wag po sana kayong ma-offend pag somehow, binabali namin yung ideas nyo. Because, sometimes we just see that it doesn't fit. Diba? It just doesn't fit dun sa gusto nyo. One. Tapos, isa pa, hindi pasok sa guidelines. Kasi sa mga subdivision, sa mga villages, there are certain design guidelines that we have to follow. So, that's one thing that you should also know, no? Kaya, there's a lot of limitations. Yun na lang. There's a lot of limitations. There's a lot of rules that we consider sa paggagawa ng plano. And bakit ba ginawa itong mga rules na to? Kasi para rin po sa inyo. So, sana kapag in-explain namin na wag po natin gawing firewall lahat ng dingding nyo, pakinggan nyo rin kung bakit namin sila suggest, please po, pwede pa lagyan natin ng bintana dito. Please po, pwede pa ganito. Kasi we do have reasons for that. We try to explain it to you, and sometimes, minsan talaga, hindi, minsan nagtatalo na si client at si architect. Kasi si architect, ipipilit lagyan ng bintana. Si client, pinipilit na ayoko kasi gusto kong sakupin yung buong lote ko, di ba? So, yun po, sana pakinggan nyo rin yung mga solutions namin. Ayan. So, given that, eto na, solutions. Nakuha ko yung term na solutions. Why do you think that architects, professionals, actually give them the right solution? At bakit it is very important to have that word sa pagplano ng kanilang dream homes, sa pagplano ng kanilang bahay? Bakit ba lagi ko sinasabi, it's solutions. What we're doing is solutions. It's not just design. It's not just drawing. Diba? It's actually solution. Can you elaborate mo pa, ano yung mga sinusolusyonan natin na problema nila?
Ayun. So, ayun nga. So, dahil nga alam namin na we provide solutions for you, no? Hindi lang sa design, hindi lang sa planning, no? Kasama din sa financial or sa budget, no? So, isa kasi yan sa mga tinitake consider namin. Alam namin na napakahalaga ng pera nyo sa inyo at alam namin pinag-ipunan nyo yan. Yung iba niyan, inutang nyo pa. So, we try to make sure that the value of your money will go into the right places. So, hindi yan matatapon or hindi yan masasayang. Yun nga yung advantage ng pagkuha sa amin. Hindi lang kami kasi basta nagpa-plano lang or nagdo-drawing lang. Lahat yan iniisip pa namin. So, marami pa kaming pwedeng i-offer sa inyo na ways na pwede nyo ikatipid or kung talagang tight yung budget nyo, we can find solutions for you sa layout, sa orientation ng mga windows and doors, sa level ng elevations natin, sa mga materials, sa mga finishing materials. So lahat yan, pwede namin i-provide yung solutions for you. So kaya nga, again, Architect JP, nililinaw natin, huwag silang mahiya talagang lumapit sa atin, no? Kasi hindi naman kami talaga nagbebenta ng negosyo eh. Kasi yes, of course, yeah, we do charge for the fees kasi pinaghihirapan din naman namin yan, no? Hindi naman basta-basta nga namin dinodrawing yan. Pero again, investment ito sa inyo, sa side nyo, sa client, sa mga customers natin, investment yan, and we take value with that. Alam namin na mahalaga yan sa inyo, kaya hindi natin sasayangin yan for you guys. So, yun nga. So, just approach us and let us know kung ano yung mga ideas nyo. Pwede naman eh. We can find, kung may questions kayo, pwede nyo rin tanungin sa amin yan. Actually, lahat ng gusto nyong alaman regarding construction and design, lahat yan pwede naman namin sagutin. And we have answers for you. Kasi nga, isa yan sa mga talagang tinutukan namin pag-aralan pa. Lahat, lalo na nung nagtatrabaho na kami, yan yung mga na-encounter namin mga solutions and ideas. So, ayan, just don't hesitate.
Yan. Huwag mahihiyang magtanong. Yan. Mag-message lang po kayo. Ito po, wala pong bayad magtanong sa arkitekto.
Totoo.
Diba? Akala kasi nang may mga nagme-message sa akin, no? Magtatanong sila, may bayad na po ba kapag nagtanong ako? Wala pong bayad magtanong. Magtanong kayo na magtanong. We will try to help you. Diba? It's not, hindi naman porket nag-message kayo sa amin, sisingilin namin kayo agad, no? Again, our main purpose is to help you. So, it doesn't necessarily mean na kapag nagtanong kayo, we already have to go into a contract, magpirmahan na tayo and all that. No. In fact, a lot of the deals, a lot of the, alam mo yun, yung relationship that we build with the client starts with these questions. So, diba, it's not necessary naman na nagtanong ka ngayon, babayaran mo na ako agad no?
Oo.
The main purpose for us is to help. And usually, dun sa course ng conversation na yun, dun nila nare-realize na, it's really a good idea just for me to hire the architect. Kasi talagang sila lang naman yung nakakaalam ng mga bagay na to. Diba? So, sa mga arkitekto rin po, or other professionals, not just architects, no? Also, huwag din kayong mahihiyang magsasagot. Alam mo yun, don't be scared to share what you know, because educating the layman, the public about these things is what actually opens up their mind of our value. Diba? Kailangan malaman muna nila anong silbi natin kasi yun, minsan isa yun sa nagiging mindset din no, ng mga professionals like us na kapag may nag-inquire, magsasend agad ng na construction package. Parang it turns off the clients.
Actually. Yeah, that's unprofessional. Diba?
Actually. Yeah, it turns off the clients kasi bakit bayad agad? Alam mo yun? So, sana po isa puso natin na bilang mga professionals, bilang mga architects, our main purpose is really to help and serve. So, if there are a lot of times na magbabalikan, magchichikahan muna kayo sa mga tanong nila, just go ahead and entertain their questions. Kasi sa pagsagot natin sa kanila, doon naman nila nare-realize talaga na mas kailangan nila tayo, di ba? And yun, pag nakita na nila yung value mo, then most likely, it will be very wise for them to just carry you as their professional, di ba? Yan. So, Architect Carlo, eto na, tapos na naman ang ating session, naka-isang oras na tayo. But before we end the session, is there other things that you would like to share to our audience? Meron pa ba tayong na-miss out? O baka meron pa mga huling,
messages.
Yeah, message for them.
Yes, ayun. So, again, we architects, we are not selling yung mga parang laruan lang sa tindahan no, na kapag ito bilhin mo palitan lang tayo para kami nagtitinda ng soft drinks. Hindi ganoon ang proseso ng ng architect no. Again, we are not selling a product. We are selling a service. And when it comes to service, it cannot be apple to apple. There are differences. There are options. There are packages. There are different scenarios that we have to consider whenever we give you our service. So, wag lang kayong matakot sa amin o wag lang kayong mahiya sa amin, lumapit lang kayo sa amin if you need to talk to us. So again, yun nga, tama nga sabi ni Architect JP, wala naman bayad na magtanong sa amin. Kung magtatanong ka lang naman, di ba? So yun, so lapit lang kayo. Lahat naman kami talagang, ito yung pinag-aralan namin, ito yung training namin, lahat ng experience at expertise namin, ibibigay namin sa inyo 100%, no, para lang maging convenient and sulit yung gagastusin nyo para sa inyong bahay or business or whatever na gusto nyong ipagawa or ipa-design.
Ayun. So, dahil nakuha ko yung iyong term na sulit, basahin natin ang comments. From Ron Costales, ang sabi niya, worth it. Yes, it's very worth it po na kumuha kayo ng professionals. And another thing, from Architect Dilids ulit, sabi niya, I had this project from a client who goes for a contractor rather than us professionals. And then up to me, tanong niya, bakit ang init pa din ng bahay niya? Malalaki na ang mga windows. And I asked for the land title and found the problem, mali ang orientation sa hindi dinadaanan na hangin. Nakalagay ang malaking window dun sa dinadaanan naman nakalagay yung dingding kung saan dumadaan yung hangin. So, mainit pa rin. So, this is one solution na ginagawa ng architect. From Reza Macy lang, I think it's very nice to end up with this, no? Sabi niya, architects design beyond the edge of a computer screen.
Wow, yeah.
So, it's a very good, it's a very good ending sa ating discussion, no?
It's something to take to heart.
Nasabi na namin lahat. Di ba, di ba? Me being the digital architect, people think na as the digital architect, people think na ang aking binibenta, ang aking pinapakita, or yung aking galing is magaling ako mag-render, magaling ako mag-3D. It's not that. It's not that. Yes, I can do that, pero hindi ko doon yung main purpose ng isang arkitekto. That's why I always say, the architect's design for you as a solution to create design solutions for you. It's not just about the 3D renders. It's not just about the perspective. It's not just about the aesthetics. Although it's a part of it, and we're the expert on that compared to other professionals. Pero hindi po yon ang highlight ng galing ng mga arkitekto, including me and of course including Architect Carlo. So Architect Carlo, thank you very much again for another makabuluhang kwentuhan.
Yes, invite na natin sila next week. Maganda rin yung topic natin next week actually. You have to watch out for that. So sa kadugtong ni ito na to eh. So para siyang part 2 nitong topic na.
Yes, Architect Carlo, ikaw na nga ang mag-invite nila for next week's topic, and also invite them to your social media and other kung ano man ang gusto mo pang i-promote.
Ayun, so watch out for our next week's episode. This is actually related dun sa topic natin ngayon, why advantage talaga na kumuha ng professionals. Next week, we will be talking about the procedures you have to go through when you want to design or build your house. So, yun, watch out kayo next week for Pros Talk, 3 p.m. live. And then, panoorin nyo na lang yung reruns nito if ever. And then again, I would like to promote my YouTube channel. It's Carlo Marco. That's Carlo with a K. So do check it out. And if you like my videos, do subscribe also. So ayun, maraming salamat po for those who are commenting on my videos, complimenting actually, madaming compliments. Kaya nakakataba ng puso for me, no? I will be releasing my videos weekly. So do watch out na lang po for sa aking mga posts. So thank you so much then Architect JP for the exposure. Thank you po.
Thank you. And of course, thank you for all those who joined us tonight, this afternoon sa ating makabuluhang kwentuhan na naman sa ating Pros Talk. For those who joined us, Architect Dilids, Risa May Silang, Ron Costales, Eduardo Donato, Sherine Cortez, Enchong Go, Saji Lumido, Joel Herrera, and Joan Nolasco Gonzalez, and marami pang iba. For those who are silent watchers, silent listeners sa atin, please don't be silent anymore. Next time, please join in the discussion. Mag-comment kayo, magtanong kayo. Mas masaya pag mas marami tayo. Yes. And I would like, dahil nakapag-promote na si Architect Carlo, meron din akong YouTube channel, although I'm not very active on that. Hopefully, by next month, makapag-put up ako ng new videos. But I will try to do vlogs every day. Ipropromote ko na ngayon. I will have everyday vlogs. Medyo kakaiba. It will be under Lazada. So, I will be going live on Lazada app, pero ipopost ko sa aking Facebook page para you can follow me there. Nag-create na ako ng content calendar ko para at least meron naman tayong pag-usapan every day. But I'll be on Lazada every day. Post ko na lang kung anong oras. Pag-set din ako ng time. Pero araw-araw yun. It will be at least 30 minutes kapag humaba. Then mas maganda. Pero please do join me there. Lazada muna tayo. Araw-araw na kwentuhan. You will see behind the scenes ng kung anong pinagagawa ni Architect JP. So, yun. Meron na akong Facebook page, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, and now I'm on Lazada. Nakakatawa, pero let's see how that goes because it will be every day. It will be a challenge for me. So, watch out nyo. Starting September 21, may Lazada live na ako. Okay, and isa pa, babalik ulit, Architects Going Digital. I have books going to everywhere. I have books going to Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, UAE, sa mga nasa Dubai. Marami pong mga arkitektong nasa Dubai. You can order sa Singapore. Yeah. We also have bulk deliveries for all these international locations. And para po medyo umayos na, pagpasensyahan nyo na po, nagkagulo-gulo kami sa aming listahan ng dapat i-deliver. So, it's very hard for us to keep up. Kasi we are getting hundreds of orders, although we have sent out hundreds na rin. Pero hindi pa kami sanay sa pag-aayos ng listahan. So, may mga na-miss out kami. And we're very sorry, kaya yung mga hindi pa rin nakaka-receive no, ng libro. Pero we're fixing it in our end, and believe me, nasabon, nabanlawan at nakulan na po ang TDA team dahil sa mga pagkakamali na ito. We're very, very sorry. We're fixing it in our end, but you may still continue to order Architects Going Digital, the book. Isa pa, para nga maayos namin ang aming deliveries, we are opening a Shopee account. May Lazada na, may Shopee pa. Okay. Shopee account and Lazada account maybe. Ayusin namin, pero baka mauna si Shopee para lang hindi conflicting. Para doon na kayo mag-order. Para direct na rin yung pagpaprocess ng deliveries. Kasi hindi po naman talaga ako expert on e-com and deliveries. But again, thank you for your patience. We're very sorry sa mga umorder way back in July. Isa pa. For those who fill out the first form, yung una ako nag-release ng post about the book, which was, I think, end of July, meron kayong fill upan na form, bit.ly./TDA book. Hindi po doon yung order form. These are just the reservation for those who want to pre-order. For those who actually wants to order, the new link is bit.ly/TDA book pa rin. So, sa mga nag-fill out dun sa una, you have to fill out the second form. Kasi dun sa second form po, doon na yung makukuha yung information ng inyong shipping address. Again, we're very sorry, but please continue. Maayusan namin sa aming listahan. Nasa 80 na lang yung backlog namin na kailangang 40. 40 na lang daw, according to Jaya. 40 na lang daw po yung hindi pa namin na-deliver. So, after that, itutuloy namin sa probably on Shopee account or on Lazada account para mas madali na po yung deliveries. Again, thank you very much for your patience. Thank you very much sa paghihintay. Thank you very much who's been sending me yung mga book reviews nila. I'm very, very happy na ang gaganda ng kanilang mga book reviews. From Architect Ronel from Bahrain, sabi niya, this book is really amazing. Sabi niya, author's note pa lang makaka-relate ka na. So again, Architect Carlo, thank you very much for joining us. And for all those who watch our Buildy TV today, Pro Stock, maraming salamat po. We'll see you again next week, 3 p.m. with Architect Carlo Aboganda again sa ating mga more details on what Architect do at ano yung mga maibibigay naming solution para sa inyo. So, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for being with us. Good afternoon, and thank you so much, Architect Carlo Aboganda. Bye, guys!